your career has coincided with the arrival of Sky. Have you seen real changes in what's expected in terms of the aesthetic look and feel of the pitch because of that high profile of the Premier League around the world?
Yeah, I would say like in the last 10 years when Sky got involved, and then it went to another level because you had all these matches now were on Friday night, Wednesday night, Saturday night, Sundays, whatever, and I think they're always looking for presentation of pitches to make them look stunning for the cameras. So we always have something in mind how to make things look good for all channels, BBC, ITV, whatever, BT. We're always there to think, yeah, that pitch looks really good. Because the first thing people do when they're watching TV are they're looking again, they always look at the grass, they always look at the pitch. And even with the supporters of the football club, they want to see things looking nice, pretty and well presented. So I would say in the last few years, it's definitely changed to a different level. The expectations are very, very high, and we know where we stand. And so the same for the club as well.
So that's increased the pressure on you and your team. Yeah. Does that mean you ever have to make a decision that maybe isn't the best long-term solution because you want it to look nice?
I think sometimes what we try and do, I mean, you know, we can look at a pitch or a stadium pitch where what gets very badly damaged because the goalkeepers have done quite a lot of intense work there.
Yeah.
So what we would do, we maybe put a Seagrow tent on or a STL lighting rig on to try and move the grass on to make the appearance of the pitch look better. On camera, the grass might look a bit lighter in the goalmouth because it's very young grass, but at least we've got grass cover there.
Okay.
And to be fair, that's what this football club wants and that's what we want, because we're here to grow grass for the club and get it well presented.
Now, as you've gone up the ladder, and the whole industry of football has absolutely exploded, the expectations on the head of grounds is massive now. Do you get any training or support on how to deal with those extra pressures, whether that's management training?
I mean, I do get support from my bosses, you know, at the football club. You know, they're very demanding now because we've got a massive asset here at the football club, you know, and they want to try and bring pitches back into play sooner, and we've got to try different ways and means of doing that. So yeah, you know, that's what it's all about now. You know, things have changed and the expectations are just so big. We have to go along with it now. And if we feel we can get a pitch back in 7 weeks instead of 8, we have to go for the 7 weeks because everybody wants to play football.
So everything you do has got to be justified and has got to make financial sense, not just there's the money, get on with it, yeah?
No, it's got to make financial sense, you know. Sometimes, you know, I'll say things to the club and try to advise them where they might want to bring a pitch back in soon. And I'll think, well, we really shouldn't do that. But to be fair to the club, we have like a policy at the football club where we usually get between 7 and 8 weeks for the pitches. Right. Except for the Academy Stadium, which is behind us now, because we have the Club World Cup on the rugby on the 21s.
Oh, right, okay.
So the problem were then the pitch was used for that. So we didn't get the amount of time we needed to bring the pitch back into play. But as you can see now, looking at it now, we have brought it on very well. It's still very young, but it's where it needs to be at this moment in time. I would like a few more weeks. We've already had a ladies' game on it already. Right. But to be fair, it's took it quite well. So overall, I'm quite happy with it.